Go. Okay, you got it. Look. Go. Go. Look at you go. Okay, you bubbling. Look. Yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. It's bad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how the poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse dipping, I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over baby. Put the bread on me. Bet on my bacon, big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. First carry for Frank Gore back home here in Miami. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. On the left side, this is Stills. And down he'll go at the 25. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He dumps it off to Dre. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up fourth down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Lucy. 380. 380. 77. Move.
Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. He got 29 yards that time.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
372. And 54 Ricky.
Bortles now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
380. 380.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. They find some open field here. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
He goes underneath the Drake. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Play.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And he hits Drake. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Yo, ready? Play. Mike is 59. Hustle, we're walking. We're all walking.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Tannehill on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And some room to work. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Fournette, a first down carry. Oh, good move. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
Lucy.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Here we go. 372. 380. 380. 386.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
It's all right, it's all right. 77.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Touchdown! Touchdown!
Lambeau on for the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 14-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Tannehill hands to Dre. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Tannehill flushed out right. And some room to roam now. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Tannehill on third down. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gore. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Going to give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. A pitch out to Drake. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Let's go.
On first down, Drake. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. On the toss play, this is Drake. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Sanders' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Jaguars getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Lucy. 372. 76. Lucy.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. Going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rashad Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Tiger.
The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lucy.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Green 80. You. Sunday.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Sharp's got it, left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
The pitch to Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line.
39, Lucy.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And some room to maneuver. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Cordray Tankersley, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
77. We're 54 right here. Hey, 5-0, 5-0.
They'll toss it to Fournette. Broken tackle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Hey, 5-0, 5-0. Lucy. Move.
On third down, Fournette. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Remember at the outset you talked about the key being keeping him under 100 yards. Well, he's over 100 now. We're in the third quarter.
So that has happened, right? So that goal's gone. Can they bottle him up the rest of the way? They'll need to do so if they want to try and win this one.
54 right here. 72.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They come out here in the eye.
77. Lucy.
They get it to him running left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Tannehill. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Tannehill now to throw. Out to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful. It
certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Room here to run. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Again, it's Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 372.
To throw is Bortles. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A toss running left, Fournette. And now running right through it. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In my book, that's running the ball well but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man.
Lucy. 77. Hey, 5-0.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Back now in Miami. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Bortles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
380. Good.
On play action, now Bortles. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Bortles. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. William Hayes in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Now Bortles. That one complete. He finds Sharp. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there've got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Drake. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Waiting!
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Let's go.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Hey. Yo, 28.
They run toss to the right with Drake. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Set. Ready. There you go, Tiger.
Now Tannehill. He may try and run for this. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And look at this, it's a fake, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Green 80. Green 80.
They begin with a run by Fournette. Fournette fighting through. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Lucy. Get ready. 77.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Check me out. Green 80. Green 80. Green touch.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it second and goal.
Here we go. Set. Green 80. Green is set.
Bortles going to look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Punch right. You.
Here's Fournette. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.